This video is about vigilance, how to stop yourself being scammed. Now you have to understand that everybody in this business is out to scam you. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Casino, but there's a very famous scene that I realized was similar to the webcam industry when he's talking about running the casino. He says the dealers are watching the players, the pit bosses are watching the dealers, the managers watching the pit bosses, I'm watching the manager. That's the way you have to be when running a webcam studio. Now, every single mistake that could be made and every way it's possible to get scammed, I have been scammed. The reason that this knowledge can be transferred to you guys so quickly, and a lot of customers already have up and running webcam studios that are making a lot of money, is because we've gone through the trial and error of making every single mistake that there is. So in this setup, as you know, you have the girls who are on camera talking to the members. You're either typing for the girl, but when you get a bigger setup, you will have management or operators, as we call them, typing for the girl, managers watching them, and then you're on top. It isn't just the men trying to scam the girls. If you focus only on that, you'll lose out on a lot of money. Obviously, the men are trying to scam the girls. Every single one of these guys, when they come into a webcam girl's room, they all want to see the girl naked, putting dildos in her asshole, all sorts of stuff, whatever their fantasy is. But not all of them have money. So you have to be very careful. I'm going to talk about the most basic scams, first of all, that the members use to deceive the girl. And at the end of the day, it affects your pocket if the girl's performing and you're not getting any money for it. Now, if you've never seen these websites, if you are watching this before your first broadcast, the most basic scam is called the fake tip scam. The fake tip scam is the easiest one in the book, but you'd be surprised who falls for it. I've had new operators and new girls fall for the fake tip scam plenty of times. So when you're working on a website like Chaturbate, which is the best site for beginners, and the other video speaks about how to run the studio on Chaturbate. Yeah, it's very good money there. Tips come into the room. It will say, this man Tristan has tipped you 10 tokens. This man Steven has tipped you 30 tokens. But if a girl is advertising, I'm going to take off my bra for 400 tokens. People can literally just type the words, so my username is Tristan, has tipped 400 tokens, and put a little emoji on the end, just to see the girl quickly take off her bra. And even if the operator isn't wise to it, and then the operator gets wise to it after a minute or two, that person has got what he wanted, but you have no money in your account. That happens all the time. Not only can I guarantee that this scam is going to happen to some of your new girls if you take your eye off the ball, but you'll notice it if you're typing for the girl yourself. 100% of your girls who start will have men doing this to her. 100% of guys, 100% of your new models will have these guys typing, I've tipped this many tokens, I've tipped that many tokens. Now, the tips are always highlighted in yellow. It's the easiest way to tell on Chaturbate. Different sites, they vary. There's different sounds that play. If in doubt, always check your account. Always check your token statistics if you're in doubt. If the girl's made 5 tokens and someone's just tipped 400, before she takes off her bra, quickly from your computer, or get the operator to, type in your account details, check the tokens that you have. If it's 405, good, take off your bra. If it's 5, there's no error. It doesn't take a minute for the tokens to load, which is the typical thing that a lot of guys will say. You are being scammed. Don't let that happen, because what we're selling in terms of these women, we're selling not just their companionship and this is how you make the big money, the love and the girlfriend experience, but their nudity and their performance is what a lot of these quick scammers want. That's all they want, and they will get it if you fall for the fake token scam. Now, the fake token scam comes in many ways. I have seen amazing, talented programmers who have created full automated working website copies of Barclays Bank, Santander Bank, and they will be on Skype to a girl who has originally been tipped tokens to Skype with this guy, showing, oh, I've just sent you £3,000. Please continue. Oh, the money's not in your account yet. And I mean, so convincing. I have had girls perform full shows for these guys. If the money's not in your bank, don't do anything. Do not perform for them. So the fake token scam comes in that form as well. Any kind of money, Western Union, bank transfer. If the money's not in your hand, if the money's not in your bank, they don't get it. The oldest trick in pimping and even street hustling, no money, no honey, is what the girls say. That is completely true. Now, I'm going to tell you about a time when I scammed the scammer with the fake token scam. So I had multiple girls online. It was about my first year in. I just moved to Romania. I was living in a town called Brașov. I had a beautiful red-headed Romanian girl working for me. I still see her now every time she's lonely. But I had a beautiful redhead Romanian girl working for me, and I had a girl from Lithuania with black hair as well. Now, the Lithuanian girl had been tipped the previous night when I was typing for her. She had received a tip to go to Skype. She'd gone to Skype, and this guy had said, I'm going to tip you again to stay on Skype for 2 more hours. 2 hours? He'd only tip for 10 minutes. Says, okay. 2,800 tokens. I can't remember what the deal was. I think it was 2,800. And he said, there, I've sent the tip. So I looked in the account. I said, from her. She didn't even speak very good English. I typed, the money's not in the account. The tokens are in the account. He sent me a screenshot from the website. It was My Free Cams. We weren't using Chaturbate at the time, but Chaturbate's the better site. So essentially, he sent me the screenshot from his Chaturbate account of all the models he tipped and the tip going out to her, blah, blah, blah. A very convincing Photoshop. I knew it wasn't real, and I know tokens are non-refundable. So I hung up on the guy he got 3 or 4 extra minutes while I was waiting for the tip to show up, but I knew it wasn't real. Closed the Skype on him. He said, you're a bitch, you're a dickhead, you're a moron, I'm going to take my tip back. You can't take tips back. If tips could be taken back, the whole site would be non-functional. These dudes would pay, take their tips back. You can't take them back. So the tokens never showed up, so I knew this guy was a scammer. The very next day, my beautiful red-headed Romanian was online. Anna, her name was. What's her fake name? Jenna was her fake name. She chose it. What a lame fake name. I mean, lame. Anyway, Anna was her name. She was online. The exact same scammer came into the room. Tried the exact same thing with her. 10 minutes Skype. I took his tokens. She started Skyping him. Then he said, I'm going to tip you for another Skype. I said, okay. So I hung up on him like nothing, but he kept pestering in the PMs. I want to tip you for a 2-hour Skype. I want to tip you for a 2-hour Skype. I said, you know what? Okay. And Anna had just finished work, so she'd logged off. And I said, okay, I'll take your tokens for the Skype. Let's do it. So he sends this fake screenshot over Skype of this 2,800 tip. So first of all, I said, you know what? I'm a bit nervous. I've got my friend here with me, so I haven't done a 2-hour Skype before. I'm going to do a 2-hour Skype for you, but my friend is coming as well. She's a girl. So this guy was like, yeah, okay, good. Let's go. Let's call, baby. So I opened my Skype. I turned the microphone settings down to 0, and I turned the camera brightness down to 0. So the camera was completely black, and the microphone was completely silent. So I let him call. I said, yep, I'm ready to start the show. Let's go. He thought, cha-ching, I'm in here. I've got a 2-hour show. I haven't paid any money. This scammer called. He's on the call for 5 or 6 minutes while I'm typing to him. I can't get my camera to work. Can you see me? Question mark. Can you see me? And he keeps typing these suggestions. No, girls, turn up the camera brightness. Try unplugging it and plugging it back in. This guy, whoever he was sitting there, pants down, dick in his hand, ready to go. 6 minutes pass, 10 minutes pass, 15 minutes pass. I'm bored. I'm in a room with the girls. We're done. We're watching TV, but I'm telling him what's going on. Hilariously saying, oh, I can't get the camera to work, can't get the sound to work. After half an hour, he's like, this is really annoying. We need to do something. Try a different laptop. I said, okay, I'll try a different laptop. Give me a minute. Logged off Skype, logged back in 2 minutes later. Again, called, can you see me? Completely black. So then I said, you don't remember, but I'm actually friends with Angelica, the girl yesterday who you tried to scam. I've scammed you. I've wasted 45 minutes of your time. I was never going to come on cam. Ha, 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 ha. You know, any kind of man with any integrity would be, okay, you got me, at least. But he instantly blocked me. instantly blocked me, and then he never came in those girls' rooms again. But you don't have to get them back, but that was a good example of the scammer trying to pull the fake token scam, who I made him pay. He was sitting there horny with his dick in his hand for 45 minutes looking at a black screen. He was never going to get his free show. But do not let that happen to you. If in doubt, check the account every single time. If there's no money in the bank from any bank transfers, Western Unions, anything they promise you, don't do the performance. It isn't real. These guys will go through any lengths to get this shit for free. They're like drug addicts. You know, if the crack addict says he'll pay you tomorrow, give me the crack now, don't listen to it. If he says the money's on the way, here's proof of the bank transfer, you're not going to listen to the crack addict. It's exactly the same thing. So members trying to scam your girls is just one part of running a studio. You have to understand, if you know about webcamming and you think, oh, I'm wise to the member scams, that you're suddenly, you know, the best pimp in the world and you're not going to get scammed. No, because the girls themselves will scam you. The management will scam you. Everyone is out to scam you, and I have been scammed before. When you hire a webcam model, a lot of them, the girls I've hired especially, have been waitresses, barmaids, normal-ass girls making £1,000 a month. Suddenly, they're making $3,000 or $4,000, but they get wise pretty quickly to the fact that they're bringing in $9,000 or $10,000 with the help of the admin. The admins need to be people you trust. Your management and your admins have to be people you trust. They absolutely do. Because if they're not watching your girls and you're not watching them personally, girls will run wild. There are a million ways to take money from a guy who likes this girl. So if you let the girl be in charge of her own phone contact with members who like her, you are setting yourself up to get scammed. All she has to do is type a sort code and account number to a member, and that has happened to me before. I went to the room, smashed the room up, told her I knew what she did. She sent me all the money, but that has happened to me before. She was talking to this guy online a lot. She didn't have an admin because she was very successful and very high up doing this on her own, but I noticed her token numbers had fallen down. But she was on Skype every day to her best member, a guy who used to tip her loads. So I was thinking, why is she on Skype to this guy all the time, but her token numbers are low and this guy doesn't seem to be tipping her? And I got wise to it. Because she had been talking to him on the phone, she'd been getting him to send money directly to her bank account from his bank account, bank-to-bank transfers, talking to him for 1 or 2 hours every day, doing her shift, but that was money I wasn't seeing a part of. These girls will scam you. If you let them take full control over their accounts, they will run away. I like to keep the girls' passwords. I log them in and log them out. If you give the girl the password to her account, there's a chance she could run away and try it by herself. I've had that happen. Girls are usually a lot less successful when they don't have a management structure and a boss in place, because girls are fucking lazy. They're lazy, they don't want to do the work. They'll work 3 or 4 hours a day and think, oh, that's enough. So they become very unproductive, and you've lost a good potential earner. So keep the passwords to their accounts, certainly. Don't let them have direct contact with their members. Have the admins have direct contact with their members instead. And make sure you're paying the admins. How you structure your business is up to you, but pay the admins a percentage on what the girls make. That way they'll keep the tokens coming into the girls' accounts and they won't try to scam you themselves. If a girl is talking to a member in any way, they have their Twitters, they have their Instagrams. You do have to be wary of it, because you can't ban them from having Twitter and Instagram. In fact, you need to encourage it because it helps their following on cam. You need to make sure, have a look at their computer. I have screen share set up in all the Macs in the house, so when they're on their Facebook pages, etc., sometimes I'm just watching in, not because I'm a weird creep, but because they talk to members on there. And they can get Western Union transfers, they can get anything, Cash App, PayPals, they can get anything sent to them that cuts you out and you're not knowledgeable. So not just members trying to scam girls, that shouldn't be your concern. It is, but you get wise to their stuff very quickly. And if you stick to the don't do anything until you get the money rule, the members aren't really the threat. The threat to your business, to your webcam company, is the girls. Watch them like you can't trust women. You got to watch them like you got eyes in the back of your head. Admins can also steal from you. So I've always hired female admins girls who used to be cam girls for myself, my personal assistant, old ex-girlfriends who are still in love with me, work in the admin, so they're watching the girls for you. Now, my dynamic, if you got the PhD course, great. It's definitely going to help you with recruiting women and retaining these women. But your dynamic on who to hire as an admin, if you grow beyond 3-4 models, you will need someone else other than yourself typing. I mean, that's down to you. I don't know your lifestyle. I don't know how you live, but I've had ex-girlfriends who are still in love with me working as the admins, because although I'm banging the webcam girls, those ex-girlfriends don't want me falling in love with these chicks. They will snitch in a second. Everything that goes wrong, oh, this girl said this to this member, this girl complained about this to this girl. It's good to have eyes and ears in the house and girls who will snitch on each other. But if you do have an admin who's just some person you've hired to type for the girl, manage the girl's phone, so the girl has her own phone, her character, her webcam personality has a separate phone. You sell that number for money, but never give it to the girl herself. Always give it to the admin. If that admin is not somebody you trust, that admin can scam you. Again, Western Unions, PayPals, bank transfers. You have to be on top of everything. I myself got scammed 4 or 5 months ago. 4 or 5 months ago, I caught a girl taking bank transfers off some guy in the United States, you know? Because you could concentrate on other things, and even me, I'm a seasoned webcam studio operator. Even I could slip up, but I caught her. But even I could slip up, and it does happen. So you need to be watching all aspects of your business. You have to be vigilant. Being wise to the scams of the members isn't the whole piece of the puzzle. You are running a company. The money needs to go into your bank. You want to pay the girls as much as you think is fair, but as little as possible. This is all about profit. Me and Andrew made our first few $1 million running webcam studios. $150,000, $250,000 a month. It's all possible. These guys who jerk off on webcams, they bought me my Lamborghini. You know, they could buy you one too. But there is leakage everywhere. You got to trust the admin. You got to watch the girl. Don't trust these girls. Doesn't matter who they are. Do not trust them, because very quickly they will get an idea of, okay, it's 5 cents a token. This is how many tokens I'm bringing in. You know, if a girl's bringing in $10,000 a month and you're throwing her 2,000 or 3,000, you know, you need to be very wary. No matter how much she loves you, she's going to try and take another 1,000 or 2,000 for herself. And girls are stupid. Girls waste money. You have to keep an eye on every single aspect of your business and be vigilant. I would suggest watching this video before even putting your first girls online, because the fake token scam is a real thing that some of you are going to fall for if you don't watch this. And just watch your girls. That's the bottom line. If you don't run a business properly, whether you run a food shop, a corner shop, a restaurant, a bar, a club, whichever business you are running, people are going to steal from you. And this is the kind of business where it's, 1, very easy to steal, 2, there are large amounts of money at play, and 3, it's very easy to steal without getting caught. You could steal thousands for years and the boss never know. So this is a prime target for people taking advantage of you. You're providing the cameras, you're providing the knowledge, you're providing the workspace, you're changing people's lives, you're providing the information that's taking these girls from $1,000 a month girls to $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month girls. You are providing a service. Never think of it that oh, you're taking all the money. Without you, without me, a lot of the girls who work for me would be fucking nobodies. Absolute nobodies. You're changing their lives. Don't let them take advantage of you.